Hello and welcome to MR.Game Review Show. Don't forget to subscribe the channel, hit the like button and put a comment below the video. Thank you so much. The Inspector Gadget video game for the SNES, released in 1993, is a side-scrolling platformer based on the popular animated TV series. The game was developed by Hudson Soft and published by Enix. The game features colorful graphics that are quite faithful to the cartoon series. The character sprites, particularly Inspector Gadget himself, are well designed and recognizable, though the animations can feel a bit stiff. The backgrounds are varied but somewhat generic, lacking the depth and detail seen in other SNES platformers of the time. The music and sound effects are decent, with catchy tunes that fit the light-hearted tone of the game, although they can become repetitive over time. In Inspector Gadget, you play as the titular character as he attempts to rescue Penny from the clutches of Dr. Claw. The gameplay revolves around traditional platforming elements where you navigate through levels filled with enemies, traps, and puzzles. Gadget's iconic tools, such as the extendable arms, spring legs, and helicopter hat, are featured prominently, adding a unique twist to the platforming mechanics. However, the controls can feel clunky and unresponsive at times, making it difficult to perform precise jumps or use Gadget's tools effectively. The level design is relatively straightforward but lacks innovation, with repetitive layouts that can make the game feel monotonous. The difficulty level is moderate, but some sections can be frustrating due to the control issues and occasionally unfair enemy placements. The game is relatively short, and once you've completed it, there's little incentive to replay it. There are no significant secrets or additional content to discover, which limits its longevity. Inspector Gadget on the SNES is a competent but ultimately unremarkable platformer. It captures the essence of the TV show in its visuals and sound, but is hampered by uninspired level design and frustrating controls. It's a nostalgic experience for fans of the series, but it falls short when compared to other platformers of the era. For those looking for a solid SNES platformer, there are better options available. The game designer for the Inspector Gadget SNES video game was Yukinobu Chida. He was involved in various roles during his career, particularly with Hudson Soft, where he worked on several titles. Chida's role in Inspector Gadget included overseeing the design elements of the game, ensuring that it captured the spirit of the animated series while fitting the gameplay mechanics of a platformer. The Inspector Gadget SNES game consists of 5 main stages, each with a unique theme and set of challenges. 1. Metro City. The first stage takes place in an urban environment, reflecting the city setting where many of the Inspector Gadget TV series episodes occur. You'll encounter typical city-based enemies, including M80 agents and various mechanical foes. The goal is to navigate through the city streets, avoid obstacles, and defeat enemies using Gadget's various tools. The level introduces basic platforming mechanics and the use of Gadget's extendable arms to reach higher platforms. 2. Underground Base. The second stage takes you underground into one of Dr. Claw's secret bases. The setting is more mechanical and industrial, with conveyor belts, crushers, and other traps. You'll face more advanced M80 agents, along with robotic enemies that fit the industrial theme. The level design becomes more complex, with a focus on timing and precision. You'll need to use Gadget's spring legs and helicopter hat to navigate through vertical sections and avoid traps. The boss of this stage is a larger mechanical enemy, requiring you to use a combination of jumping and Gadget's tools to defeat it. 3. Jungle. The third stage shifts to a jungle environment, featuring lush greenery, rivers, and natural obstacles. In addition to M80 agents, you'll encounter animals like snakes and birds that add to the environmental hazards. This stage emphasizes exploration and the use of Gadget's helicopter hat to cross large gaps and avoid ground-based traps. The jungle's layout is more open, with hidden paths and secrets to discover. The boss here is a large animal or MR.controlled creature that fits the jungle theme with attacks that require careful dodging and countering. 4. Egyptian Ruins. The fourth stage takes place in ancient Egyptian ruins, filled with traps and puzzles reminiscent of classic tomb raiding adventures. You'll face M80 agents disguised as mummies, along with traps like falling boulders and spikes. This stage introduces more complex puzzle elements, requiring you to use Gadget's tools to activate switches and move blocks. The platforming challenges also become more intricate, with a focus on timing and precision. The boss is a large mechanical mummy or ancient guardian, which requires strategic use of Gadget's abilities to defeat. 5. Dr. Claw's Castle. The final stage is set in Dr. Claw's ominous castle, filled with the most dangerous traps and enemies. The enemies here are the toughest in the game, including elite M80 agents and advanced mechanical foes. The castle is a gauntlet of platforming challenges, enemy encounters, and puzzles. You'll need to use all of Gadget's tools in combination to survive. The level design is more linear, with a focus on building tension as you approach the final showdown. The final confrontation is with Dr. Claw himself, who pilots a powerful machine. This battle is the most challenging, requiring you to master Gadget's abilities and learn the boss's attack patterns to emerge victorious. Each stage in Inspector Gadget for the SNES introduces new environments, enemies, and challenges, keeping the gameplay fresh while maintaining a consistent difficulty curve. The levels are designed to gradually test your mastery of Gadget's tools, culminating in a final showdown with Dr. Claw and his fortress. Despite the game's shortcomings, the stages offer a nostalgic journey through various iconic settings reminiscent of the TV show.